Hey, hello. Welcome to this quick guided tour. I'm going to do a screen share and tell you how you can use the Campfire social network. And that also includes Folk Underground and any of the other circles. So I'm coming in here when I'm logged in. This is a laptop version. The mobile version is slightly different. And there's a very good app. If you go to Mighty Networks, look for that app. And then you can log in using the same credentials, or log into Mighty Networks and look for Campfire Network and add it to your screen. So here we go. This is the home screen here. And what I'm seeing here is basically a digest of the most recent posts. So I can, as well as seeing stuff that is on the Campfire Network in general, I'm seeing stuff which belongs to one of the other circles. And think of circles as groups, common interest groups. So I'll go through circles in a minute, but I'm seeing a general post here, which I posted. Jonathan responded to with a like, a heart, which is nice. As one of his posts, I'm going to cheer this. So yeah, it's his Bob Dylan cover. Featured relates to what you'll also see in the Discovery tab, but we're allowed to tell you what we recommend for articles to look at, and you can go into one of them and see Bridget McKenzie and how she has 8 pathways for a safe, just and green future. It's really fairly easy to comment. You just share your thoughts, type in a comment there, and if you type a word in, you'll click comment to post it. I'm not going to put hello there. But basically, I'm seeing a collection. What I'm seeing here, if we go back up to the top, is my personal feed. So you can click into everything, and you will see a similar feed because I'm following nearly everyone on the site. But you will also see a lot beyond your own personal feed, which is more around who you're following and subjects you're following, etc. So we're seeing quite a few things coming up here. This is the home screen anyway. If you want to post, this is where you find it, always back on the home screen, and you will see this box coming up, and that allows you to post whatever you want about the day. You can add in a photo, video, or file from your own hard drive or your own mobile here. And you can create a poll. You can also add a GIF. I haven't seen much instances, thank goodness, of GIFs being added. Or we can go live. I think that's an admins only feature. So before you post, you might want to add a topic. So if you're posting that you're here and a little introduction, you might want to open up the topics and Campfire's Mighty Network pages. If you mouse over, you can see the full definition there. But you can see how we've organized the site via topics. Feel free to suggest adding some more, by the way, if what is here so far isn't something that covers what you want to post about. There might be a good reason for us to add another topic. I'll go through topics in a moment, but you can find them here, and you can also follow particular topics there. So before you post, this is a quick post. If I wanted to add in a photo, I can go to my hard drive, and we've got Little Chill Artists. It will just load up a picture here, and you can post. You can add your topic now. So if it's about music and the arts, that will post and help people find it by tagging. And you just click post, or you can schedule it to post tomorrow morning if you want to, or any other time. So that's how to post. You can actually expand it into an article. You have to have a title if you're creating an article, but it's the same thing really. It will already take your copy, but you can, the advantage is with this plus button, you can add in photos, videos, or links, say to YouTube videos. You can also format it with bullet points, etc. But it allows you to create quite an evolved mixed media article. I'm going to scrap that, but I will show you an example. If we put in created one which is on the general Campfire site called New Pagan Folk. I'm just going to give you a quick glimpse of that. We can expand it to fill the whole screen, which is a nice feature. So I've got my header image. I've got a few paragraphs in introducing Rosina, who was one of the people I interviewed here for this article. I put in pictures where I want pictures, which makes it a lot more interesting than a load of dry text. And I also interviewed one of our Folk Underground hosts, Olivia, who's doing some really interesting stuff with sea shanties, etc. And then if you scroll on down to the bottom, there are a load of images. So that also works as a gallery. If I was to click into one, you can use the buttons here, left and right, on your laptop to go through and see the galleries. And you'll note that the pictures are very high resolution compared to Mr. Zuckerberg, what he offers, for instance. So I'm quite excited really about what's going on there. So that's how to create an article. The Discovery tab is a collection of things we want you to read, basically. So there's a welcome checklist, which you would have received when you first signed up. You can read about Campfire and what we're all about, the spirit of it, the credo, etc. You can also see more, use the right arrow here to go into particular sections. What is Campfire is one of our topics. You see it's opened the topic automatically here. But let's just have a quick look down the discovery window. It shows the top posts, the ones we want you to see, or the ones that are actually getting comments and action. It shows upcoming events. Most of them here that I'm seeing are actually from the Folk Underground. Because I'm a member, I'm seeing that as part of the feed. But if you click into the events, you can see, you can see which ones come under Folk Underground. We're just encouraging people to create folk events there. We're only really just getting started with events, but you'll see our own events, Campfire Conversations, Zoom event. You'll see them in here. And you can also sort by upcoming or nearby or yours. I can see the ones which I'm going to or I put up. So discovery, what else do we have in here? Topics, I'll cover topics in a minute. Top circles, I'll cover circles. And you can see members who are active at the moment. And you can see featured, which is what we want you to see. And you can see members near you, so it works geographically as well. I can see Roger Ross, because I'm registered to Hailsham in Eastbourne. And nice to see Roger joining. You can see that I'm following him as well. There's Susan who's in Battle. These are all the Sussex people, Lewis. And you can click through to their profiles from here as well. So that's the discovery page. Let's go and talk about topics and circles. Topics really are, it's down to the people who set up a particular Mighty network to come up with the topics that define your interests. So I can add a topic here, which allows me to name the topic, gives me more options, who can contribute, all members, description, color, background image, etc. So we've created the following ones here. This is the idea of local groups forming. There's not really much in here, but you can see that there is actually stuff that's been tagged with this. So there are a few things in here, but you can see the people who are following this particular topic. If we go back, we've got 5 at the top relating to Campfire. Then we've got more general topics like music and the arts, sex, gender, relationships, Footloose, food and drink, reskilling, revolution, etc. As I say, if there's something that isn't here that you think, one was politics. We didn't know whether to include politics, but politics is a bit old hat in some respects, and as are the political systems. So we were looking to do something a little bit more progressive, but we had demand for politics. So here we are. And I'm the only person following it at the moment, which is interesting, having set it up for other people. But it shows the stuff that's tagged with politics, so you can find things here that are relevant. Or if we look at one other one, music, there's quite a lot of music on the community. So if we look at music and the arts, you can see quite a few people following that already, given that it's a new community. And you can see the articles that have come up that have been tagged with music. You can also add your own. So if you've subscribed to music and the arts as a topic, you can create your own post from here, which is useful. Circles, yeah. Folk Underground is now a public circle. We launched it 2 days ago. And it's the same architecture as the general social network. So yeah, this looks very familiar, doesn't it? Activity feed, discovery, topics. Let's see what topics we've got here. So more specialized topics, obviously, than the general Campfire site: recorded music, gigs and sessions, festivals, workshops, articles, books, magazines, protest songs, etc. And one to discuss our own circle. Interestingly, hardly anyone has yet twigged that they can sign up to get a feed on these topics. I think a couple of people have. Customs and Traditions, yeah, Catherine's signed up to that. So it all helps people to find stuff because you can see what's been tagged with those particular topics. But anyway, that's the way a circle works. So if you want to go have a look at the activity feed, this is the link to click, and that will show you what's happening. It's showing everything as a default, but you can sort it in various different ways here to just see events, for instance, or to just see anything unanswered. So if someone's asked a question, actually, not quite sure. Yeah, it's RSVP. So he's set up an event, which I haven't replied to whether I'm going. So that's why it's showing as unanswered. So yeah, that's how topics works. Circles obviously is we'd only see if we went back into the wider network. And events, you have a calendar and you can see what events are on particular days here. You can see the color under the date. It's a nice site. I mean, they're doing a great job at Mighty Networks. Very elegant space that's got, it's just a pleasure to use, really, and it's very intuitive. It feels a lot more open than a certain blue social network. I feel a bit sort of claustrophobic sometimes in there. So members, yeah, again, you can look at members, you can see who's just joined, and you can follow them from here as well. So you can see the newest ones. I'm already following them because, I'm not following Virginia. She's just joined. So click to follow. And if you want to chat to them, you just go into the window, say hello, which I will do later as I welcome all the new members as a host. Good to see Kristen on here as well. Fantastic. And I will say hello to her. So you can see who our members are. They're lovely images. We really encourage you to create a profile. So you can go top right into your avatar. This is how you view your profile. You can see what is in it. So it's showing me as a host with 289 posts, last active 11 minutes ago, even though I'm active now. And you can see my activity. You can see referrals as well, which are people I've emailed to join, and you have space for your biog. It shows the learning courses I'm on, the circles I'm in, and the topics I'm subscribing to, and the events which I've been part of or will be part of. So you're allowed one key interest, and you can edit that, but it also shows my activities. So if you want to check out other members' activity, that's the way. It's a good way to do it. So if I want to edit up my profile, there's room in here for a biog. It's a short, a short about you section. There's an introduction. It would be more room for a biog. You can also link to external web pages as well that you're interested in. Key interests. We've selected a few, so you're only allowed to pick one. That's the way Mighty Networks has it at the moment. And they're interested in expanding that to do more than one. So I put Campfire Community in. Equally, you can put music, or if you start to type the word in, first couple of letters, it will bring up the options and you'll see what's available. Or if you take it out completely, you will see, you will see what some of the options are there alphabetically. So I'd encourage you, let's put Campfire back in. So, encourage you to fill out your profile and to use an image and to use your full name. It helps people find you, really. I must change this avatar. So yeah, keep your profile up to date and your location, because that helps people find you. And there's lots more I could tell you anyway. Notifications you'll see in this bell here, so you can see of your friends and followers who's posted in recent minutes. You can click into the comments here, see what Matt said about a private circle we set up called Creative Practice. That's the other thing, actually, I didn't tell you on circles. Some of them are secret, some of them are private. So there's 3 or 4 levels if you're creating a circle. You might want to create one just to have a practice at posting. There is one actually here. Admins test your posts here, which is secret. And nothing much has happened in it yet, but it's for the hosts to try out different things that you can apply to join. For instance, the Campfire Radio, even though it's private, you will still see this teaser box, and you can try and view it, and it will probably say that you can apply to join because it is private. But it does have some stuff on our radio programs, etc. in there. So I hope that's been a very good introductory to the site. Learning courses we're still very much working on at the moment. So as you can see behind the scenes, we're doing things. We hope to launch that in the autumn. And yeah, we depend on your donations. So if you've decided to join and not be part of a plan that pays a monthly thing, you can always feel inspired if you want to donate something through this button or this button. It's the same thing. And there is a chat for the whole group as well. So yeah, if you want to say hello to the whole group with messaging, the other way is to just message people individually, which you do through this particular icon. And you can invite people as well. So you can copy the link and send it via whatever messaging service you use, or you can also invite by email, which gives you a default message. You might want to put a bit more in there and say a little bit about it, but it allows you to put in email addresses and invite, yeah, you'll have to invite them as members because that's an admin option that only we get. So hopefully this has been useful, and welcome you to Campfire's Mighty Network, and I hope you enjoy it.